Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome to the second edition of Mods Worth Noting for the FS25 era. I've not looked at anything this morning. I'm trying to come in here raw just to see what's going on and see what has transpired in the first full week to see once again if anything of interest has arrived. So I see featured mods are all still Giants, folks. And again, we don't normally look at equipment, so I'm not actually going to go ahead just taking a little bit of a peek as I was deciding how to proceed with this episode. I'm not going to go ahead and go into every mod because most of them are kind of really base gameplay things that I would look at, but the most important thing is I'm seeing at least folks that are key to the community, and I know have some mods that I'm looking for. Vertex Design, so Real Clock mod is available again. They've got Olaf TNT with the Wheelie mod. You've got Loki 79 with the Realistic Cab, and then Farming Agency. It's posted as Disturbed Simulations, but if you click into guaranteed crop prices, it used to be fixed crop prices. It just basically eliminates the adjustability of crop prices. And most importantly, seeing Wobster there, because they're the one that does, I think, GPS, so that we have kind of the better GPS options, hopefully. We'll see if they do provide that eventually, or if they decide, well, the system's kind of got a GPS and on the fields, and so I'm not going to waste my time. We'll see what happens. But other than that, buildings and tools, you've got the automated greenhouse watering is back. Paint and Terraform Anywhere is back. Again, that's from Farming Agency. So, few things creeping in the first week. Once again, nothing of enough significance that would get me to go ahead and get Farming Simulator 25. I mean, the issue becomes, even if things come back, it's not that I'm waiting for them to come back and then I'll buy it. I'm just not seeing anything significantly different in the gameplay. And right now, my focus is still, as I've said, on Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024's launch, not as smooth as one could have hoped for, but I was operational and able to get in the same day on launch day relatively consistently, so there were people being held in queue basically for hours to get into the game, and since it's all streamed, you really don't have a choice. But in Europe, they're still struggling. Basically, it seems like it got worked out in the US pretty quickly. 11 p.m., basically about 12 hours later on launch day, I was able to get in and get in consistently. Sometimes it still took a good amount of time. It might have taken 10, 15 minutes, but I could still get in and do some things and so forth. Haven't really tried much with too many old mods, but I have loaded in two different planes that I love to fly, the TBM 850 and the Comanche A2A Piper from various creators, and I get the planes in the air and so forth. I haven't been able to test every system, seen how it responds on autopilot, for example, so those are certainly key things. But to me, once again, bodes very well in a very different experience than Farming Simulator, where I'm not constantly having to just look, if I was playing this game, for, hey, do I finally have what I like? And what I would like to have, or at least a decent replacement. And there's also significant gameplay differences. So there's entire new game modes, there's entire new ways to interact and so forth, with being able to walk around the planes and do things there. So things that justify a new game versus simply putting out a new game because 3 years have passed, which is what Giants has done here. So no real mods worth noting. For now, I'll go ahead and semi-commit to next week going back to the old format, where if I do talk about a mod, I'll include the link down below. But at this point, since we've still just got 3 pages worth of mods, if you need to find something, it's not going to be that challenging for you. But next week we might start getting up into higher numbers depending on what's going on. But we've gone from 1 page to 3 in a week. And that's what we've got for mods worth noting. As always, if you've enjoyed this and haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that. And I will see you next time.